if I have two things that I recommend to anybody, like you can't miss, is colonics every day. I know they don't assign them every day, but for me, colonics every single day, and the biofeedback. The biofeedback is amazing. They have a machine, and I'm not a hokey pokey person, but the biofeedback machine, it picked up something, and it was like, where were you traveling? And I'm seeing something, I'm seeing a parasite or something I've never seen before. So I just went to my doctor, got a blood test, and within a week I got a call from the CDC. And I've heard this from other people, like that have just had things, come up for them that they had no idea were present in their bodies. And it was just, something that it's a must-do experience at We Care that I don't know that everybody knows about. They have classes on cooking and ways to store your food and food preparation and coming off the cleanse. And there's just no aspect of your life that they don't touch on in some way, particularly how you're eating and healing and feeding your body. There's really accessible yoga in the morning. Like, I had not moved my body and it was hard, but I was still able to do it. There's a maze where you can walk and meditate. There's beautiful land, like wide open plains with mountains where I could do my morning walks, and fresh air, beautiful nature, bunnies running all over the place, and there are floating beds, and there's just anything you can do. They really try to make it really easy. If you forget your juice or your water or something, someone is there to just, did you remember to take your enzymes with that? Did you remember this? And they just made it really easy. I was back in my body within 3 days. The brain fog was lifted. I hadn't lost all my 20 pounds, but I was present. I was back. And it was revelatory. I could not believe it, that it would only take me 3 days, something I'd been struggling with for 9 months. 9 months. And I'm back in my body in 3 days. This is going to be part of my toolkit for as long as I can afford it. So as long as it's in my budget, this has to be a part of my toolkit. So I'm making a decision on my spend, not just from a vacation perspective, but also a healthcare perspective, because I do budget for healthcare in my budgeting. And when you preempt some of these other conditions, then you're actually saving yourself money and time. Because when I had frozen shoulders or I've had back issues, it's like, how much time am I investing going to physical therapy and money and all of these other things? And if I add it all up, I could have been here. Some people are here on maintenance, and some people, like me, they just happened upon this place and thought, how did I get so lucky to be here, especially at this time in my life, right? Some people are at a crossroads. Some people are experiencing, changes in their personal relationships, in their health. There are a lot of different people, but really interesting people. Like, there are people doing really interesting and amazing things in the world, and they're carving time out to take care of themselves, right? There have been artists, there have been business people, there have been couples, just really real estate folks, actors. It's been a whole range of people. You couldn't categorize the type of person who comes to We Care at all. There's not this pressure to be some supermodel. It's more about, like, just come as you are. I'm walking around with no makeup, and probably in the same outfit a couple days in a row. Like, this is not, this, place where everybody's glammed up and looking amazing all the time. It's just some people are walking around in robes all day. It's just really chill. And yeah, I think anybody and anybody is welcome here. Coming here is a gift to myself. It's not a sacrifice. I feel great being here. I feel great after this. I try to maintain it. Life gets in the way, which is why I always have to come back. But it is, but it's not a sacrifice. It's really more of an investment in yourself. I look at it every time I come is putting money in the bank of my health, right? It's really an exchange for longevity, for feeling good, for my mental clarity and health. It's almost like you don't want the secret to get out because it's so, you don't want it to get overrun. But also, how do you keep something like this to yourself? How do you? How can you? It's so special. And I want everybody to be healthy. I want everybody to be happy. And I think the world's a better place when there are happy, healthy people.